here. Awesome. So welcome to your grounding meditation. My name is Preston, and we are going to start in a meditative seat. So you can sit up on something. Even if it's a chair, you can make sure both your feet are planted on the ground and just start with a big cleansing breath. So let's inhale together, fill up, up, up. And then exhale, let that go. This next breath, we're going to go in through the nose and out through the nose. Let's inhale together through the nose, fill up. And slowly exhale through your nose. Awesome. And then we're also going to come into something called alternate nostril breath. So you can take your two fingers, your index finger and middle finger, to that point right between your eyebrows, like your third eye. And then you're going to bring your thumb to one nostril. And then plug the nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the opposite nostril. And then take your ring finger, plug both, open the thumb, and exhale. Inhale through that same side. Plug both nostrils. Exhale out the other. Inhale through that nostril. Plug both. Exhale out the other side. Keep going like this. Knowing that it's okay if you feel some stuffiness and some congestion in your nose. This will help to balance out the two sides, the left and the right hemisphere, the left and the right side of your brain. Take 5 more rounds of that breath on your own, with your eyes closed. So, with this breath, it helps to unite the two sides of our body. And every 45 minutes or so, our brain is already switching between one nostril and the other. You know how, like, when you have a cold and you lay on one side, you can feel how one side's stuffier than the other. So that's happening regularly, even as you just breathe throughout your day. And it switches over about every 45 minutes. And so this breath is so powerful to unite both sides of your brain, of your body, your sinuses, all of that energy flowing in and out the left side and the right side. So take one more on your own. And then you can bring your hands back down to your knees and slowly let your breath return to its most natural state. In through your nose and out through your nose. Keeping your eyes closed, start to pay attention to where your breath is flowing in your body. Do you feel it in your shoulders? Maybe soften them a little bit more down your back. Do you feel it in your lungs and your ribs? Maybe you even allow your breath all the way down into your belly, into that furnace that we have at the core of our being. You start to notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly as your breath flows in through your nose and out through your nose. Continue just noticing your breath in this way. Not trying to change anything drastically, not getting worried or asking questions. Just noticing what you notice. Where does the inflow exist in the body? And then where does the outflow exist? And then continuing to breathe slowly, deeply, gently. Start to imagine yourself in a forest. Maybe there's been recent rain. You can hear the leaves dropping from the trees. You can hear the droplets of the water dripping down off the branches. You can smell the fresh smell of bark, springtime. Keeping your eyes closed, imagine looking around this forest. What do you see? What kind of trees are there? You start to slowly walk forward, taking in all the sounds and smells and sights of the forest, knowing you are safe and alone. As you continue to walk slowly ahead, you can hear the leaves crunching under your feet. You keep walking almost as if you're floating. You can feel your head balancing on top of your shoulders, balancing on top of your ribs and your hips, feeling yourself in complete alignment as you walk to the edge of the forest. And you see a clearing there. And as you come through this clearing in the woods, you notice a beautiful lake just in the distance. You slowly start to walk toward this lake. And once you arrive at the lake, you will see your own reflection. So you look down into the water and you see yourself looking back. You notice all the lines on your face. You notice the curves of your body, your silhouette looking right back at you. And then you see a small droplet of water fall down into the lake, creating a slight ripple. And you watch as the ripples move outward. Start to notice any thoughts or feelings or physical sensations occurring in your body. As you start to pinpoint these emotions, these feelings, imagine them like the ripples in the lake, getting wider and wider. Slowly still until the water becomes completely still. Any thoughts float away. Any feelings or sensations start to dissolve, just like those ripples in the lake. Knowing that experiences come and go, all feelings pass. And sometimes your awareness can get distorted when certain thoughts, feelings, or sensations dominate or start to control you. Maybe think of a time when that has been the case, when a thought or a feeling has seemed bigger than you, seemed like something that will never pass. And imagine this lake becoming muddied and murky. And then another drop of water falls into the lake, noticing those ripples again, noticing the circle shape that they make. Imagine those same thoughts, emotions, or sensations that have overtaken you in the past, expanding outward like ripples in the water. And just as the water clears, so does our awareness. When the water becomes still, when we become still, our awareness becomes the most powerful of all. As you continue to sit in your stillness, any different thoughts, feelings, or sensations that arise. Imagine them coming up to the surface of the water, like a fish comes up for air. These feelings can be noticed, they can be watched with curiosity, non judgment, neither grasping for them or pushing them away. Just like a fish coming up to the surface, grasping for air, and then ducking back down under the water, coming back to your breath, coming back to your present moment, to the rise and fall of your chest, knowing that these thoughts, these feelings and sensations that we feel throughout every single day, every hour of every day, they can be held in awareness without identifying yourself to them, without tethering yourself to them. Over these next 5 minutes, just imagine yourself having a seat by this lake, gazing out over the vast water. And with every thought that comes, notice it in the center of the ripple, like a droplet of water falling into the lake, expanding outward in rings until the lake is still again. As soon as each ripple has dissolved, as the lake gets still, you return to your breath. To notice where it's flowing in the body, Notice the quality of your breath. Is it short? Is it long? Is it deep or shallow? Can you draw your inhales past your shoulders, past your ribs, and into your low belly? Taking each breath all the way to the base of your spine, lengthening you top to bottom. See if you can count 10 more breaths just like that on your own. Your inhale is 1, your exhale is 1. Inhale is 2, and so on. And when you've completed your 10 breaths, you slowly start to stand up, still at the lake. You glance down into the water, gazing at your reflection one last time. And then imagine turning around and walking back toward the forest, coming back into those familiar sounds, smells, sights, the trees surrounding you, the leaves falling lightly, branches crunching under your feet. Imagine yourself walking, floating almost through this forest, free of thoughts, free of judgment, free of pain, of suffering, just guided by your breath and your left and right foot, alternating side to side, carrying you all the way back to your house or your home or your apartment, wherever you are now. As you arrive at your familiar door, imagine twisting the doorknob, opening the door into your home, your comfort. And walk toward the spot you are now sitting. Have a seat, grounding yourself back in the present moment. You can gently blink open your eyes before you start to move. Just look up and around, taking in 3 items in the room to bring you back. And we'll finish out our meditation with a final grounding breath together. Let's fill up through your nose. Inhale all the way up, biggest breath you've taken today. And then sigh it out your mouth. Good. Relax your jaw. You can shake your head around. You can slowly roll out your wrists, stretch your fingers, reach your arms up overhead. And then bring your hands down to your heart. And thank yourself wholeheartedly for sitting in stillness, for listening to your body, calming your mind. This is not easy work. So thank you all so much.